Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss chapter number 12, physics chapter. This is on electricity. Alright, this is quite an interesting chapter because this is something that you come across every day. Electricity is something that we use on a daily basis, and we are in such a situation today that without electrical energy, we simply cannot lead a normal life. Supposing there is a power failure, electrical power failure for even a couple of hours, people find complete disaster in their lives. They begin to yell and shout and scream about because there is no power. You have all kinds of problems at home because a lot of appliances work on electricity. A lot of electrical appliances in our homes work on electricity, and as a result of which electrical power is a daily requirement. Okay, more than 100 years ago, when electricity, we all know, we have heard about Thomas Alva Edison inventing the electric bulb. Okay, and then a few years earlier to that, electrical energy was discovered. Okay, electricity as we know it did not exist more than about 120, 130 years. Okay, it's only in the last 150 years or so that electricity, in the sense that we use it today, it became effective, and people started using electricity in their households. Today, of course, more than 100 years ago, even the street lights, for example, in cities like London, they were made of gas lights. They were gas lights and not bulb lights. They were completely different. In other words, after the invention of the electric bulb, gradually the spread of electricity in households started all over the world. But today, electricity is absolutely common. Okay, we understand what electricity is and why we need it. Electrical power comes in different packages. For example, your daily supply of electricity comes through the main wires. Okay, that is called the main supply. That is different because that electrical power is generated somewhere else, and then it is transmitted through power lines, and then it reaches your house. The problem with electrical energy is that it cannot be stored. एक बार इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी पैदा होती है, once it is produced, it has to be used. You cannot store it. Okay, in the sense that, look, for example, you might argue that we have got electrical batteries, we have got that is liquid batteries that we use in cars and scooters. Okay, those liquid batteries, and we have got solid dry batteries that we use in our mobile phones, which are rechargeable batteries. ओके, और टॉर्च लाइट में हम बैटरी सेल्स यूज करते हैं, जिसको हम सेल बोलते हैं, बट एक्चुअली इट्स अ बैटरी. But they don't really store electrical energy in that sense. You see, they convert chemical energy into electrical energy. In a cell, it is chemistry. It's all about chemistry. There are different substances within the cell. One acts as a positive electrode, the other is a negative electrode, and then when you connect it to an appliance, the circuit is completed and current begins to flow. But for the current to flow, you see, there has to be a potential difference or a difference between the two ends. And to maintain the difference between the two ends, chemical energy is required. Okay, some form of energy is converted. So chemical energy stored in a cell is converted to electrical energy. But otherwise, electrical energy, once it is produced, it's impossible to store it. Okay, and we have to use it. So जो electrical energy hydroelectric power stations में या thermal power stations में produce होती है on a large scale, then it is transmitted and it goes into the power grid and it reaches your house. So it has to be used. There are certain limitations of electricity, but electricity is a household requirement. All over the world, people need electrical energy, and today, because of climate change and global warming, people are increasingly going for electrical energy and less towards fossil fuels like petrol, diesel, and so on. And of course, the ability of mankind to convert solar energy into electrical energy, solar power, that is also making electrical energy through solar power more and more desirable and attractive. Okay, so let us learn a little about electricity. What is electricity? Remember, electricity always existed. It is not invented. It is discovered. Something that already exists in nature, and we discover it. Otherwise, for example, the smartphone was invented. It did not exist in nature. We invented it. An electric bulb or a tube light or a fan or an AC, a washing machine, those are inventions, not discoveries. But electrical energy always existed in nature. and we only managed to discover it, and after discovering it we started using it. Alright, so what is the fundamental question is what is electricity? अगर if you take up a copper wire, okay, copper wire ले लो, copper wire के दोनों end को पकड़ लो हाथ में, कुछ नहीं होगा. It is just a piece of metal, a wire, metal wire. Aluminium wire को ले लो, हाथ में पकड़ो इस तरह से, कुछ नहीं होगा. Okay, electricity is not flowing through it, but you cannot touch one of those wires where electricity is flowing through. You know what will happen? People have lost their lives because of electrocution and shock की वजह से. So what is it? How does it change? What makes electricity flow? What is electricity and what is the flow of electric current? Now that is what we are going to learn here. See, we all know that atom is made up of electrons, protons and neutrons. Okay, electrons are revolving around the nucleus. The nucleus contains positively charged protons and neutral neutrons in the center. और उसके आजू बाजू जैसे प्लैनेट सोलर सिस्टम में रिवॉल्व करते हैं सन के आजू बाजू, इसी तरह से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स रिवॉल्व करते हैं. ओके, सो these electrons carry negative charge, the protons carry positive charge. Now the flow of electrons in one particular direction is called electric charge, okay, or it is called electricity. So electricity is nothing but the flow of charge, and flow of charge is nothing but the movement of electrons. All right, so just like magnetism, if you have a magnet, what is the difference between two pieces of, suppose I give you two pieces of iron, दो छोटे लोहे के टुकड़े, one is a magnet, the other is not a magnet, but both are basically made of iron, the same kind of atoms. लेकिन दोनों में फर्क क्या है? एक मैग्नेट है और दूसरा मैग्नेट क्यों नहीं है? एक मैग्नेट इसलिए है कि उसमें एटम जो डोमेन्स होते हैं, उसको मैग्नेटिक डोमेन्स बोलते हैं, एक सिंगल पीस, all of them are arranged in a single way, pointing towards a particular direction, pointing north south, and that's why it behaves as a magnet. In the other piece, all the atoms and the domains, the single units, they are not arranged in a proper direction, so it does not behave as a magnet. Okay, the same thing must be with electricity. All the electrons are free to move, but they are not moving in one particular direction. When the electrons begin to move in one direction, then we get what is called the flow of charge, because electrons carry negative charge. That is called flow of charge, and this flow of charge or flow of electrons is called electricity. Alright, now let's just discuss this slowly. There is no need to worry. I know your test, you have got your unit test right now, so my videos for the next couple of days will not be very long. We try to keep it down. Okay, electricity has an important place in modern society. It is a controllable and convenient form of energy, something that we desire in our homes for a variety of uses in homes, schools, hospitals, industries, cinema halls and so on. What constitutes electricity? How does it flow in an electric circuit? What is an electric circuit? What are the factors that control or regulate the current through an electric circuit? In this chapter, we shall attempt to answer such questions. We shall also discuss the heating effect of electric current. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल अब हीटर में होता है, ओके, या तो फिर एक टोस्टर में, राइट, टोस्टर में भी हीटिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट. इलेक्ट्रिक आयन, इस्त्री, कपड़े को इस्त्री करने के लिए, उसमें भी हीटिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट होता है. एंड डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ एप्लीकेशंस व्हिच आई हैव जस्ट मेंशन्ड हियर. ऑलराइट, इलेक्ट्रिक करंट एंड electrical circuit. Alright, let us see. I have made a few points, observations out here. Okay, you can read it at the same time. We are familiar with electric current and water current. वाटर को जब पानी बहता है तो हमको मालूम है कि देखो ये पानी का करंट है, बहाव है, इट्स जस्ट बेइंग, मतलब इट्स फ्लोइंग इन वन डायरेक्शन. Okay, we know that flowing water constitutes water current in rivers. Similarly, if the electric charge flows through a conductor, for example a copper wire or an aluminum wire, for example through a metallic wire, we say that there is an electric current in the conductor. In a torch, we know that the cells, cell को उसको हम cells बोलते हैं, but basically it's a battery. Or a battery, when placed in proper order, provide flow of charges or an electric current through the torch bulb to glow. अगर आपके पास बड़ी टॉर्च है, if you have a big torch, उसमें 3 सेल, 3 बैटरीज है अलग अलग, ओके, और उसको गलती से उल्टा से उल्टा कर दिया तो करंट नहीं फ्लो करेगा. पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव, तीनों तीन को एक ही लाइन में इस तरह से अरेंज करना पड़ेगा, तब इलेक्ट्रिक करंट विल फ्लो. राइट, प्रोवाइड फ्लो ऑफ चार्जेस और एन इलेक्ट्रिक करंट थ्रू द टॉर्च बल्ब टू ग्लो. We have also seen that the torch gives light only when it is switched on. What does a switch do? Okay, there is a switch almost everywhere. It's very common. A switch makes a conducting link between the cell and the bulb, A continuous and closed path of an electric current is called an electric circuit. Now, if the circuit is broken anywhere or the switch of the torch is turned off, the current stops flowing and the bulb does not glow. You see, that is the important thing. जब हम घर के रात से कहीं बाहर गए और हम घर के अंदर आते हैं और दरवाजे के पास स्विच होती है, स्विच को तुरंत करते हैं और फैन चालू हो जाता है या तो लाइट चालू हो जाते हैं. Why? Because as soon as you press the switch, the electrical circuit is completed and current begins to flow to the fan. So the fan is switched on. Okay, so a switch is basically a device which completes the circuit or breaks the circuit. अगर उसको switch off करो तो it will break the circuit. As soon as you switch it on, it completes the circuit. Okay, how do we express electric current? So here you see here there is something which I have written out here. The flow of charge is called electric current. Just read it with me. The flow of charge is called electric current. When the two ends of a conducting wire, okay, are attached to a battery, electrons begin to flow from the negative terminal to the positive terminal of the battery. This flow of charge is called electric current. Okay, electric current flows in the opposite direction to the flow of electrons. Thus, current always flows from positive to negative terminal, but the electrons will flow from negative to positive terminal. Just remember that flow of electrons is called electric current or electric charge, but the flow of electrons is always in the opposite direction. Charge always flows from positive to negative. Okay, it will not flow in the opposite direction. Positive electrode to negative electrode. Charge always flows like that. But current, that is current, but positive negative terminals will become reversed as far as electrons are concerned. Electrons flow in the opposite direction. Alright, let's carry on with this. We are familiar with air current and water current. We know that flowing water constitutes. We have just finished this. How do we express electric current? This next paragraph, please. How do we express electric current? Electric current is expressed by the amount of charge flowing through a particular area in unit time. In other words, it is the rate of flow of electric charge. When we say electric charge, what do we mean? We mean electrons. In circuits using metallic wires, electrons constitute the flow of charge. So the flow of electrons, that is flow of charge or flow of electrons, is called electric current. However, electrons were not known at the time when the phenomenon of electricity was first observed. It was only in the 1920s and 30s, okay, when Sir Rutherford conducted his famous experiment, okay, about the structure of the atoms, and he said that electrons are revolving. Okay, it was only then the idea of, otherwise it was considered that atom is it is indivisible. सबसे पहले एटम का डेफिनेशन क्या था? An atom is the smallest indivisible particle of nature. Pehले when the atom was discovered, okay, when the atom's idea was put forward, it was believed that the atom is the smallest particle of nature which cannot be divided further. But later on, three particles, electrons, protons and neutrons were discovered. Electrons were discovered first, okay, then protons, and then finally in 1932, a scientist by the name of Chadwick discovered neutrons. Okay, but before 1932, okay, electrons and protons were only known. So there was a time when even electrons were not known. So at that time, you see, it was also considered that it is a flow of positive charge, whereas actually it is not the flow of positive charge, it is the flow of electrons. However, electrons were not known at the time when the phenomenon of electricity was first observed. So electric current was considered to be the flow of positive charge, and the direction of flow of positive charge was taken to be the direction of electric current. Okay, that was a wrong conception. But now we know that the direction of flow of electrons is the opposite of flow of current. Okay, current flows from positive terminal of the battery to negative terminal, whereas electrons flow in the opposite direction. Conventional means right now. Okay, in an electric circuit, the direction of electric current is taken as opposite to the direction of flow of electrons, which are negatively charged. Okay, now there is something here else that you need to understand. See, if a net charge Q matlab the amount of electrons that are, each electron, basically an electron is so small that it carries a very small amount of charge. What is the unit of charge? देखो पैसा हम rupees and पैसे में measure करते हैं. Okay, length में मीटर सेंटीमीटर में measure करते हैं. Weight is measured in grams and kilograms. Mass is measured in grams and kilograms. Weight is of course measured in newtons and dynes. But what is coulomb? Coulomb is the यूनिट ऑफ चार्ज, कितना चार्ज है तो वो कूलम में मेजर किया जाता है. ओके, सो what is the charge of an electron? The charge of an electron is extremely small, 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19 coulombs. 10 to power minus 19 coulomb मतलब 0.00000019 तक. Okay, so many, it's extremely small, but the number of electrons flowing also is very large, and that's why the charge flowing is quite significant. In a net charge Q flows across any cross section of a conductor in time t, then the current I through the cross section is considered as I is equal to Q upon T. देखो ये इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के चैप्टर्स में you will come across a lot of formulas. Okay, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का चैप्टर फिजिक्स में न्यूमेरिकल्स तो होते हैं, बायोलॉजी में न्यूमेरिकल्स नहीं होते हैं, केमिस्ट्री में इक्वेशंस होते हैं, केमिस्ट्री में इक्वेशंस, biology may you may get a few equations, like photosynthetic equations and things like that. Otherwise biology is more about information and diagrams, chemistry is more about experiments and equations, chemical equations, but physics is all about derivation of formulas and also numericals, problems based on formulas. So electricity mein numericals bahut hai. Okay, and we will do those numericals. I will do them just like I do the maths, ek paper mein karke aapko dikhaunga. Okay, if a net charge Q flows through any cross section of a conductor in time t, then the current I through the cross section is given as I means current, is equal to Q upon T. T is time and Q is the amount of charge flowing per second. Okay, the SI, system international, SI unit means system international. The SI unit of electric charge is coulomb, COULOMB, C, capital C. It is not Celsius, this is coulomb, which is equivalent to the charge contained in nearly 6 multiplied by 10 to power 18 electrons. It is a vast number, 6 followed by 18 zeros. पूरे बोर्ड बढ़ जाएगा. Okay, we know that electron possesses negative charge of 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19 coulombs. The electric current is expressed by a unit called ampere. So charge is measured in coulombs. Okay, charge is measured in coulombs, electric current is measured in amperes. Smaller unit of, you see the capital symbol for charge is capital C, the symbol for ampere is capital A. Okay, charge is always measured in coulombs and current is always measured in amperes. And there is a smaller unit also, जैसे मीटर और सेंटीमीटर है, मिलीमीटर है, स्मॉलर यूनिट्स है, इसी तरह से एम्पियर में मिली एम्पियर है, माइक्रो एम्पियर है. The SI unit of electric charge is coulomb, which is equivalent to the charge contained in nearly 6 multiplied by 10 to power electrons. We know that an electron possesses a negative charge which is very small, 1.6 10 to power minus 19 coulombs. The electric current is expressed by a unit called ampere, named after the French scientist Andre Marie Ampere. Okay, 1 ampere is constituted by the flow of 1 coulomb of charge per second. 1 coulomb of charge per second is called an ampere. 1 ampere is 1 coulomb of charge per second. That is 1A is equal to 1 coulomb of charge, 1C upon 1 second. Small quantities of current are expressed in milliamperes, and 1 milliampere is 10 to power minus 3 amperes. Or even smaller charge, even smaller current is microampere. Microampere is 10 to power minus 6 amperes. And just like you have different instruments for measuring different things, you have what is called an ammeter. फिजिक्स की लैब में अगर देखोगे तो एक एमीटर होता है, छोटा सा मीटर होता है, वो इट हैज अ वुडन बेस. समटाइम्स दिस डेज ऑफ कोर्स वुडन बेस नहीं आता, उसका भी प्लास्टिक ही आता है, एंड अ प्लास्टिक फ्रेम. उसमें एक नीडल होता है. ओके, 0 to 10, 0 to 20, इस तरह से 0 to 5. एक वोल्ट मीटर होता है और एक एम मीटर होता है. वोल्ट मीटर इज यूज्ड फॉर मेजरिंग पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, वो आगे आएगा, और एम मीटर इज यूज्ड फॉर मेजरिंग करंट. ओके, an instrument called an ammeter measures electric current in a circuit. It is always connected in series in a circuit through which the current is to be measured. Now this is an important point. An ammeter is always connected in series. Both standard students, even 12th standard students, don't realize this, that an ammeter is always connected in series and a voltmeter is always connected in parallel. Okay, we'll come to that. See, there are a couple of things I've written out here. The symbol for electric charge is Q and its unit is the coulomb. In the same way, there is a point here also. The unit of electric current is ampere. The unit of electric current is ampere and its symbol is A. It is also measured. It is measured by an instrument called an ammeter. All right. Now, just let's carry on with this part. See, figure 12.1 shows the schematic diagram of a typical electric circuit and comprising a cell, an electric bulb, an ammeter, and a plug key. Note that the electric current flows in the circuit from the positive terminal of the cell to the negative terminal through the bulb and ammeter. Alright, now look at the circuit diagram. This is the simplest possible circuit diagram. Okay, what is a circuit diagram? A circuit diagram is a schematic representation of different components which are attached in such a way that current begins to flow. Alright, now just look here. See, मैंने रेड एरो बताया वहाँ बल्ब और बैटरी. ओके, इसमें एक्चुअली बल्ब और बैटरी को मार्क करना चाहिए. इसी तरह से देखो इधर, अगर डायग्राम में देखो तो ये बल्ब है, ओके, ये बैटरी है. अब बैटरी को ठीक तरह से देखो. बैटरी में दो लंबी लाइन है और दो छोटी लाइन है. Those two large lines actually indicate the positive terminal of the battery, and the smaller lines indicate the negative terminal of the battery. So there are two positive lines and two negative lines. इसका मतलब बैटरी में दो सेल है, CELL, और ये बैटरी में दो सेल है, एक पॉजिटिव और एक नेगेटिव का एक सेल हो गया, दूसरा पॉजिटिव और दूसरा नेगेटिव का दूसरा सेल हो गया. Okay, so there are two cells shown in this battery. In this battery, the positive terminal is the longer line, the negative terminal is the shorter line, and then it is connected by wires. It is connected to a bulb, and the bulb is connected to an ammeter, and then the ammeter is connected to a switch, and then the switch is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. एक simplest diagram है, simplest circuit possible circuit है. Now ये जो plug key है, okay, plug in key, उसको plug in key क्यों बोलते हैं? plug key या plug in key, उसमें एक्चुअली इट इज सच दैट इट इज ऑलवेज ओपन. पहले से ही ओपन होता है इस तरह से, बीच में होल जैसा होता है, और इस एक स्क्रू जैसा हाथ में ले सकते हो और उसमें जैसे ही दबा देते हैं, ओके, मतलब जैसे ही प्लग करते हैं वो सर्किट इज कंप्लीटेड. वो नॉर्मल स्विच की तरह नहीं होता है, ओके, जैसे हमारे घरों में स्विच होता है, द काइंड ऑफ स्विच दैट वी हैव इन द हाउस, यू सी, यू प्रेस इट अप एंड प्रेस इट डाउन, ऑन एंड ऑफ. ये स्विच इस तरह का स्विच नहीं होता है. This switch is slightly different. वो रेक्टेंगुलर होता है, ओके, और बीच में एक होल होता है. उस होल में आप एक there is a metal piece which can be removed and put in, okay, and that's why it's called a plug-in key, right? Then this key is attached to the negative terminal of the battery. Now look at the position of the ammeter. Positive of the ammeter is always connected to the positive of the battery, and the negative of the ammeter is always connected to the negative of the battery. इसका उल्टा नहीं होना चाहिए. ओके, नाउ फिर से देख रहा हूं, बल्ब है, बल्ब के बाद एमीटर है, बल्ब के पहले एमीटर नहीं रख सकेंगे. यू सी, लुक एट द पोजीशन ऑफ द एमीटर, लुक एट द डायग्राम वंस अगेन. देखो ये क्या है? एमीटर है. एमीटर को इधर लगाया, लेकिन इधर आई के पास नहीं लगाया. ओके, व्हाई? बल्ब के बाद लगाया. बल्ब के बाद लगाने का मतलब क्या है? You see, if you put it before the bulb, then you will get an idea of the current which flows through the ammeter, but not through the bulb. Suppose I want to know how much current is passing through the bulb, तो फिर उसके बाद होना चाहिए एमीटर. एमीटर का पोजीशन should be after the bulb, जैसे इसमें बताया. ओके, अगर एमीटर को पहले लगा देता हूं तो मुझे ये नहीं पता चलेगा कि भाई करंट कितना बल्ब में से निकल रहा है. बल्ब में से कितना करंट फ्लो हो रहा है, उसके लिए एमीटर उसके बाद होना चाहिए. और इसी तरह से जैसे डायग्राम में बताया है. लेकिन ध्यान रखो, पॉजिटिव ऑफ द बैटरी, पॉजिटिव ऑफ द एमीटर, नेगेटिव ऑफ द बैटरी, नेगेटिव ऑफ द एमीटर, उसी कनेक्शन होना चाहिए, उसमें गड़बड़ नहीं होनी चाहिए. एंड देन द की. अभी की का पोजीशन भी कहीं भी हो सकता है, ऐसी बात नहीं है. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अगर इधर एरो है, ओके, आई के पास, अगर वहां पे की लगा दो तो भी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. बट it is always better to put the key afterwards, so that what happens is current, as soon as you press it, the current begins to flow in the opposite direction. And remember, current, देखो, look at the signal of the small arrows. Okay, I stands for current. Look at the signal of the direction of the arrows from positive of the battery to the negative of the battery. Current is always going to flow from positive to negative. But electrons flow from negative of the battery to positive. मतलब the flow of electrons is always in the opposite direction. In this circuit, electrons will flow from the negative terminal to the positive terminal in the anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction. Current will flow in the clockwise direction. Okay, from positive to negative. ये याद रखना चाहिए. Alright. Now there are a couple of numericals here. Okay, उसके लिए paper and pen चाहिए. So therefore I'm not going to show them. I'm not going to actually do it. But when I take, once it is over, all the numericals I will be doing. Also, there are some numericals at the end of the chapter, and there are some numericals in between. All these numericals I will do on a separate piece of paper so that you understand them. Alright, but let's right now just have a go through it. Okay, a current of 0.5 amperes, half ampere, is drawn by a filament of an electric bulb. Electric bulb के अंदर जो glow करता है, that is called a filament. The filament may be made of anything. वैसे आजकल ये filament वाला bulb has gone out of fashion. Okay, ये जो bulb है, it has gone completely filament bulb. It has gone completely out of fashion. पहले है पीला कलर का bulb आता था, yellow bulb. उसकी लाइट भी अच्छी नहीं होती थी. And that filament bulb, उसके बीच में जो वायर होता था, वो गर्म होके ग्लो करता है. That wire was made from tungsten. Okay, so filament, the current of 0.5 ampere is passing through the filament of electric bulb for 10 minutes. अब 1 मिनट में 60 seconds होते हैं. तो कितने seconds हुए? 600 seconds. Okay, time should be measured in seconds, not in minutes. So 600 seconds. 10 minutes मतलब 600 seconds. Find the amount of electric charge that flows through the circuit. हमको चार्ज Q निकालना है. Q is the amount of charge. Now Q का formula is Q is equal to I into T. I दिया है 0.5 मतलब half an ampere. Okay, current must be in amperes. Time must be in seconds. टाइम इधर मिनट्स में है, उसको कन्वर्ट कर दिया 600 सेकंड्स. हाफ इंटू 600 मतलब 300 coulombs of charge. Q is equal to I into T. That is 300 coulombs of charge is passing through the electric bulb, the filament. Alright, this is the calculations are always very simple. फॉर्मूला याद रखना है, कौन सा फॉर्मूला यूज करना है वही जरूरी है फिजिक्स में. Alright, the flow of charge inside a wire. Now the question is how does current really flow? How do electrons actually move? अभी हमने डिस्कस किया है कि flow of charge, that is flow of electrons, is electrical current. Electric current is nothing but the flow of electrons in the opposite direction. तो फिर ये इलेक्ट्रॉन मूव कैसे कर रहे हैं? ओके, कौन उसको पुश कर रहा है? How are the electrons moving? हम जब स्विच करते हैं तो तुरंत माइक्रो सेकंड में लाइट जल जाती है. तो क्या इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इतने फास्ट मूव करते हैं? ओके, do the electrons actually move from place to place? Okay, these are some of the questions, fundamental questions. क्या एक्चुअली इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मूव करते हैं, और करते हैं तो इतना फास्ट कैसे कर सकते हैं? मैं स्विच दबा देता हूं और माइक्रो सेकंड में लाइट हो जाती है. Okay, so that means there must be something else. Now let us just see what is that. See, in a solid, all the atoms are closely packed together. Okay, if I take a small piece of a metal, उसमें all the atoms are closely packed. Similarly, electrons are also closely packed. But now some of the electrons are called free electrons. Okay, जो एटम के अंदर सबसे लास्ट ऑर्बिट में होते हैं, सबसे लास्ट ऑर्बिट में. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल सोडियम एटम है. सोडियम एटम है, उसमें फर्स्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन में 2 ऑर्बिट है, फर्स्ट ऑर्बिट में 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है, सेकंड ऑर्बिट में 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है, और थर्ड ऑर्बिट में 1 ही इलेक्ट्रॉन है. क्योंकि उसका एटॉमिक नंबर 11 है. That last electron is further away from the nucleus. उसके ऊपर electrostatic force of attraction बहुत कम है. Okay, so there are certain electrons which are not involved in bond formation. Okay, those electrons which are not involved in bond formation are called free electrons. The more the number of free electrons, the faster the current will flow, and that substance will be a conductor. For example, copper, aluminium. Most of the metals, copper, aluminium, iron, or good conductors of electricity. उसमें free electrons ज़्यादा होते हैं. It is these free electrons which are able to move with lightning speed. Okay, but yet it is a very complex matter how these electrons move. Do they actually move or do they pass on the charge? Do they pass on the energy? अगर वो actual movement करते हैं तो इतनी तुरंत लाइट नहीं होनी चाहिए. जैसे ही मैं स्विच दबाता हूँ तुरंत लाइट नहीं होगी, क्योंकि एक फिजिकल लिमिट होती है कितनी फास्ट हो जाएगा. But there is another way, okay, where the electrical energy, the energy is passed on from electron to electron. We come to all those things later on, and some of it is not described in this book because it is beyond the scope of your textbook. How does a metal conduct electricity? You would think that a low energy electron would have great difficulty in passing through a solid conductor. Obviously, एक solid conductor में कैसे electron move करेगा? That is an obvious question. Inside the solid, the atoms are packed very close together and the spacing between them is very little. But it turns out that the electrons are able to travel through a perfect solid crystal smoothly and easily, almost as if there was vacuum inside. The motion of the electrons in a conductor, however, is very different from that of charges in empty space. When a steady current flows through a conductor, the electrons in it move with a certain speed. That speed is called a drift speed. The electrons drift within the conductor and that speed is very slow. Drift speed, one can calculate this drift speed of electrons for a typical copper wire carrying a small current, and it is found to be very small, of the order of 1 millimeter per second. 1 second में 1 millimeter. So copper is a very good conductor. और फिर भी उसके अंदर जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का मूवमेंट है 1 मिलीमीटर पर सेकंड, लेकिन हम जब लाइट करते हैं तो माइक्रो सेकंड में लाइट हो जाती है. तो फिर ये है क्या, डिफरेंस क्या है? Difference is, you see, it is not the actual movement of electrons. The electrons appear to move simply because what is happening is they are passing on the electrical energy. They are passing on this energy, the potential difference between them. They are passing it on. Just think like this. Supposing you have a pipe, okay, and there is otherwise, for example, weather patterns देखो, cloud का movement देखो, लो प्रेशर और हाई प्रेशर होता है. लो प्रेशर मान लो कि बिहार और उड़ीसा के आजू बाजू कहीं लो प्रेशर होता है तो अरबी समुद्र में से विंड्स उसकी तरफ जाते हैं. द विंड्स एंड द क्लाउड्स विल गो फ्रॉम हाई प्रेशर टू लो प्रेशर, ओके, एंड दैट इज हाउ विंड्स इंक्रीज. विंड्स फ्लो फ्रॉम हाई टू लो प्रेशर. नाउ इन द सेम वे वाटर विल आल्सो फ्लो फ्रॉम हायर पॉइंट टू लोअर पॉइंट. उसको ग्रेडियंट बोलते हैं, स्लोप बोलते हैं. जिस तरफ स्लोप है उस तरफ पानी बहेगा. इट्स नेचुरल एंड द स्लोप इज ऑलमोस्ट ऑलवेज टुवर्ड्स द सी. इसलिए तो नदी का पानी जनरली सी की तरफ जाता है. सो इधर भी एक तरह का एक स्लोप होता है, लेकिन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में जो स्लोप होता है उसको हम पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस बोलते हैं, which will come in the next part of the chapter. That potential difference between 2 points, between the two ends of the conductor. मेरे पास मान लो कि ये इलेक्ट्रिकल ये वायर है, ओके, between the two ends potential difference होता है. उस potential difference या तो potential slope, okay, उसकी वजह से electrons are able to move rapidly and that flow of electrical energy takes place. Unless there is a potential difference, electrical energy will not flow. Potential difference की वजह से electrical energy is able to flow. All right. So 1 millimeter per second, that is extremely slow speed. How is it then that an electric bulb lights up as soon as we turn the switch on? It cannot be that the current starts only when an electron from one terminal of the electric supply physically reaches the other terminal through the bulb. तो बहुत टाइम लगेगा. अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन स्विच से लेके बल्ब तक जाता है तो कितना टाइम लगेगा? तो फैन होगा ही नहीं, लाइट होगी ही नहीं. That is not the way electrons move in a circuit. Okay, the exact mechanism, yes, because the physical drift of electrons in the conducting wire is very slow process. Okay, the exact mechanism how electrons are able to move, the exact mechanism of the current flowing which takes place with a speed close to the speed of light, extremely fast, is fascinating, but it is beyond the scope of this book, and you will probably learn in higher classes how electrons actually drift. They don't really drift. It is the energy which drifts, and that is how they, with lightning speed, it is able to make this possible. All right. Now the next part of the chapter is about electric potential and potential difference. I'm not going to do this chapter today. I know you have got your exams coming right now, okay, and you want to study for those subjects also. So I'm not keeping it more than half an hour, these videos, for the next couple of days, till your test is over. Then I will again increase the length of the videos. Meanwhile, keep preparing for your unit test, whatever subjects are there. Also, watch the videos when you get the time, okay, just go through it, write down your notes also, and as far as possible, keep studying and preparing for your exams. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.